Hello, this is Robin, and this is a series of videos where I'm going to show you the camera equipment I have. Today I'm going to talk about radio triggers. Radio triggers are used on a camera and on speed lights or flashes so when you take a picture, it sends a radio signal out from the main radio trigger, and then it sets off all the flashes simultaneously, so you can have light spread around a room or in different directions to get different effects. So these are from Yongnuo. These are 15 years old. I'm sure you can find something like this or something newer. Different people make them. I personally was using these and they worked great. They were super cheap at the time. They mount on a hot shoe, and then they have a hot shoe on top to mount the flash on. These do not transmit ETTL, but they just have a simple on and off switch. I use the TRX for transmit receive. It basically just turns it on and it sits there and listens. This particular one was a little bit different. It just had an on off button, and this one just transmits, if I remember. Or if you had some that were the same matching, I think they received. Either way they worked. I put the on off one onto my camera. So what I do is I just put this onto the hot shoe like that. And it does not screw down, which is kind of a nitpick that I had with these. These newer ones did, but I haven't lost them yet. So basically you put it on your camera, and when you push the shutter, it sends a signal out and it makes the flash go off. And you can also put an ETTL on top to have one locally. And this is what a typical light stand mount looks like. If I'm at an event, I don't normally use the umbrellas, but I wanted to show you this. So you have a light stand, and it just has a light stand, typical light stand thing on top. This goes down, it screws on just to tighten it up, so you're not dropping everything. This is an adapter, and it's got a sliding hot shoe. It just comes right off like that. There's a hole in the front for the umbrella thing to go into. You just put it in there, you just tighten it up. And you got the radio trigger. If you turn it on, the little green light turns on and sits and waits. And you've got the flash. This is one of my Yongnuos. And as a combination, you can put this somewhere in the corner of a room at an event, and it will shine light across the crowd and actually kind of give you some really nice highlights or rim lights around the people who are in the room. One of my other light stands is just a basic 1/4 inch screw mount. I've got this washer and a wing nut on here because I was putting some power lights on it to hold it down. But this is a standard light stand. You can use the same adapter on that, or you can take one of my lights and screw it right into the top. This is actually my favorite combination. Yeah, forget about it. All right. So there we have it. That's your basic radio trigger setup. And I find them super useful to use and very versatile.